Hey guys, so I just wanted to review the Manly palette, the 120 shadow palette. I just got it the other day, and there was actually a broken shadow in it when I got it. It was one of the speckled colors. If you've seen the pictures of the palette, then you know that there's a column of speckled shadows, and so you can kind of see there's like a neon one right here. It was broken. So I contacted the seller because I bought it on eBay and it was free shipping. So I didn't want to pay to ship it back, and just for one little shadow. I don't even know if I'll use it a lot because it's kind of a neon orange, and I don't know, maybe for Halloween or something. I don't really have clothes that it might go with. It's speckled with like a neon green, so I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. But I wrote the seller and I was like, it's broken. I don't want to send it back and pay for it because it's not really my fault. And she wrote back and she was like, hey, no problem. She credited my account for $3. And then she sent me some videos on how to fix it, which I don't really care. I mean, I just kind of pressed it in there with some tissue, which seems to kind of work, but um, I mean, these shadows are pretty fragile. Like, if you rub on them a little too hard with your finger, then, I mean, it basically crumbles apart. It's not, like, held together tightly. Um, but the colors are pretty pigmented. I did this look using some of the blues and maybe a green and a pink from the palette. And they are very pigmented. I didn't have to go over several times and um, pack it on or whatever. It did show up pretty brightly. Um, I bought mine for around $25, and I think that's about the standard price on eBay if you look. My only suggestions are to make sure that your buyer is shipping from the US. Mine came from California, so it didn't take very long to get to me. And then if I did have a problem and I needed to ship it back for another one, then it wouldn't have been such a hassle because sending anything to China and Hong Kong, where most of these are manufactured, I mean, it costs an arm and a leg, so it's not even really worth it. Um, so all in all, I'd say it's a pretty good investment. So I'll show you. There's a little protector sheet on top of these, and each tray is shrink wrap. There's two trays in it, and so here's one of them, and this one, they both come out, but so you can see that there's quite a few colors. It's like every color of the rainbow pretty much, and a ton of shades in between. There's some shimmery colors, there's matte colors, there's a lot of neutrals, which is really great because even though the crazy colors are pretty cool, but I mean, it's nice to have those neutrals too. So the second one looks like this. And so you can see the top row and the bottom row are like neutrals and highlights and black, um, which is good. That's enough, I think. And then this one, I rubbed in the red color to kind of see what the pigment was like, and it's kind of fallen apart, so I don't want to lift it up too high, but I mean, you can see these colors I mean, they're really nice colors. There's a ton of them. And for 20 whatever bucks, that's not bad to get so many of them. It was shipped, like it was wrapped up in a lot of bubble wrap and stuff, so I mean, it was pretty protected, and I guess a little damage might happen because they are pretty delicate, but um, for people who are just kind of experimenting with shadows and just want to, kind of get into the whole makeup thing, they're learning how to do the smoky eye and whatever. I mean, you can, and the smoky eye is one of those things that's pretty versatile. You can use a lot of different colors. You don't have to use like a color and black and a highlight. Like it's, you can make it a little complex with a few colors and build shadows, like use different colors on one on top of each other. So this is really good for that, I think. But um, not, I wouldn't say it's good for professional use because the shadows are not like that great quality, so I wouldn't use it on like a client or anything, but I mean for myself for fun it's not too bad. Um, Mine came with free shipping. If you want to know the seller's name, go ahead and send me a message and I will write you back the seller's name and the information. I can even give you the item number because it is selling in like multiples, so you'd be able to get the same one that I did. They were like, I mean, their customer service is like really awesome because she responded right away. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And this is what the front looks like. And I found out that Manly, like I know it sounds weird, Manly eyeshadows, but Manly Cosmetics, it doesn't really make, I mean, what is that for, like transvestites? But I mean, it's not really. It's actually a Chinese name that when you Romanize it, this is how it's spelled, or that's what it sounds like. So I guess that's what they did. And so those palettes that you see, the 88 palettes and the 120 palettes, those are all the same thing. No matter what, it's BH Cosmetics, Coastal Scents, Manly, whatever other company. These are the three that I've like been hearing a lot about. But it's the same product. It's just a different company putting their name on it. So it's manufactured by one company, and then that product is sold to all these different companies, and they package it in their own packaging, and then they ship it out. And so I guess it just depends on like how popular the name is, and then people will trust it and buy it. But it's all the same. So if you find a really good deal with like BH Cosmetics or Manly or whatever one, go for it because it's all the same. You know, my only drawback with like BH Cosmetics and Coastal Scents is I think they ship from overseas. I think it takes a while, and I think it costs an arm and a leg to get it shipped. To ship to me here, I think it was like $5.11, and for one little palette, I don't think that's like kind of a lot. So I went with this one because it was free shipping. And then there's some of them that kind of, they offer free gifts like brushes, and I have a ton of makeup brushes, so I didn't really go for that one, but I just got the one that came with the palette. I didn't go for any free gifts or anything. I did kind of want to touch on the 24-piece MAC brush set. I don't know if some of you have been seeing this on eBay, but do not get it. It's a scam. I bought this 24-piece knowing that it was probably not going to be authentic MAC brushes. Like, obviously, I think it was like 40 bucks for 24 brushes. And I thought, well, I mean, even if it's a pretty good deal because it's, you know, a lot of brushes for cheap. I mean, the price of one MAC brush. So the quality, it's okay. I can probably do another video on those. Just stay away from that. Don't do it. They came from China, and so she was like, "Oh, well, if you want to send them back, you can. If you don't like them," I'm like, I'm not paying for that. You know, it was free shipping, so that was really attractive to me, and I just got them because just to have some brushes. But if you're like really looking for some MAC brushes, buy them from the counter. Don't do that whole eBay thing because, I mean, there's a lot of people making knockoffs these days, and I don't know. They're really bad knockoffs. They're not good quality brushes. They're okay, and I wouldn't even use them on a client. I would use them on myself. Like, they're kind of scratchy and they just look cheap. So anyway, that's my take on this. Those brushes and these eyeshadows. They are a good product for the money. So I recommend it if you're just trying to, you know, have some fun with your makeup or whatever. So many colors and stuff, so it's definitely worth it. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and post them, and I'll try to get to them, but from my experience, I like them. And so this is the look that I did with these shadows. I don't know, you can't really see it because I have I don't know if you can see it. So, I don't know. Can you tell? Anyway, I could do a tutorial, so maybe you can see it better. I'll use a different camera that's HD, and you can kind of see what I'm doing, but I'll lose you. Okay. So anyway, this top inspired me. I really like the color, and there was a shadow in there that was the same color, so I kind of went off of that. I used that kind of in the corner there. And I used a lighter, let me see if I can show you the shadow. So this one I used in my crease, I don't know if you can see that one. And then I used this one in, like, on my lid. And then I used this green color to kind of deepen the color a little bit. They're all kind of, the darker blue is frosty. I mean, the darker blue is matte, but the rest of them are kind of frosty colored. And then I used a lighter like pastel pink for the highlight, just to add a different color, a little dimension. Otherwise, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and let me know. See you later. Bye.